It's the 8th of July, 7:25. We're in Belleek. They're doing free ranging and just done a poo. Just how country might say it, we didn't pick it up. Haven't got my breakfast yet. I was in the process of getting my breakfast out, but you can sort of feel a wee bit of rain starting. So I'll just show the place now, it's nice and dry. First time to make my breakfast in the boot. There's my blackout blinds now. I keep my wee blind in there. Every blind stays on its own door. So every door I put a blind in. The only blind, the front one that I put in the back seat. So at night time I know which blind to pull. My car is lying in bits. It's lying in bits like, see me, like other people probably wouldn't venture out today if they had a car like mine. My car's pretty reliable. We'll show you this wee thing here. Most people won't know what that is. See, last week I wouldn't have known what that is. I'm learning some stuff, I tell you. I have 2 alarm codes on my car. I'm going to turn it on. They're not coming on now. One's orange and one's red. Red, you stop driving. Orange, you get around to getting it fixed. Oh, we'll get this locked up. That there is a heater resistor. You know some weird thing about cars? My last car, you need, oh, Luna! Where is she now? Come on, let's go start off down here. Luna's already been down here. But we'll go down again. People want to see what's here. There used to be a barbecue place here, they took it away. Concrete barbecue thing. They put a lot of rocks in the middle of the car park to stop boys doing donuts. There's a height barrier coming down here, so you not get the high van in this place. I never understand why, if you have a boat, now you don't have to hire a boat. People say you hire a boat, bringing money to the economy. You can just buy an out cheap boat and you can go around that lock forever, like. And that's a, what's the name of that place now? We've got one of the signs. There's a sign over there, Belleek. Is it Irish Waterways or something like that there? Waterway Island, that's what it is. Waterway Island. They're responsible for all the waterways in Ireland, north and south. It's all the one group. There's one's based here, headquarters in Rossnowlagh. There's all the ones in the Republic. Use the same signs everywhere. It's that wee blue sign in front, Belleek. They're in the canals and everything. Did we ever go down here, did we? There's a wee bit of an island over there. I'm just worried about a bit of wildlife for this one here. That's just going down to this electric transformer. Well, it's not a problem with the car, I know. My old car, I was 19 years old before I scrapped it. It would have been 20, only I got that one there and a good deal. Now, no point in going down there, Luna. So, I got that one of mine, it's about £1,000 undervalued when I bought mine. So I scrapped the old car at 19 years old. But before I scrapped it, different things go wrong with it. And one of the things that broke on it was my fan. Couldn't work the fan. You cannot drive a car in the winter time with no fan. So I took the radio out. I could get my hand behind the dashboard. I pulled the cable, because all the fans back then were all cable. The switches and all that there and levers. I pulled the cable off the switch and inside. I drilled a hole through the dashboard, like you would with an 18-year-old car, and I passed the cable. It's like a, it's not like a bicycle cable, it's a hard cable, it's hard, steel, but it works like a bicycle cable. Pushed it through the dashboard. I had a sharp end on it, put a bit of sticky tape on it. That fixed my fan. I could just reach for the cable and pull the cable directly. That fan went. Well, these modern cars now are fitted with stuff I don't use. I don't use the seats in the car, the back seats. I don't use the air conditioning. I don't use the cruise control. I don't use climate control. I don't use. You wonder why it's so expensive. There's that much crap in cars that people don't use. And they don't put it on to make it fancy. They put it on so you get future bills. That's why they put it on. They big money on recharging aircon and stuff. That's where their profits and all that. Where's she go now? Anna! So this leads me now to that wee part of the car. This light was coming on in the car. It would come on some days and other days it wouldn't come on. Electrical fault to get your car repaired. It only ever comes on when I get a light bulb out. Every winter when the rain's lashing and it's pitch dark early and that's when it comes on. That's when a headlight bulb always fails. Never fails on a nice morning like this. Always comes on in the bad weather. And so every bad day in the winter time, I'm used to that like coming on. Then I'm going this way, around the wee island. Why am I around the wee island? So I checked all the bulbs. Bulbs are going alright. Just coming and going. Maybe a computer diagnostics might be needed. You pay £100 for that, like. And then the problem with getting a computer diagnostics is, imagine I go down there and your man says, something wrong with your fan resistor. And then he puts one on for me, £150 plus the £100 diagnostics, and you £300 bill straight away. Plus the thing that puts me off is I need my car for work. I work from 11 o'clock to whenever. It's hassle me trying to get a bus to work. They won't stop near my house. So I tried to try and work things. You know when they say a stitch in time saves 9? That's true if you're doing stuff for yourself. But say if you want someone else to do something for you, you have to wait until you get 9. I don't want to put down it for diagnostics just for a faulty fan resistor. I want a couple of things to go wrong, so diagnostics gets 9 things wrong. Better value. So let me end up looking at YouTube. I noticed the stop start wasn't coming on. And I drove up to Belfast, back down again. Wasn't really successful in the stop start. And led on to YouTube and stuff like that, and it sort of led then to that the fan resistor. Oh, what I was going to say about my old car first, that's the weird thing. The old car then, the fan stopped working altogether. The fan wouldn't come on. I looked YouTube again. You would never believe why the fan wouldn't come on. It was the electrical wire to the ignition. What that's got to do with a fan, I haven't got a clue. But that was on YouTube. I sent away for a lead to change the wire to ignition. Apparently what happens, you know when you put your, you know the old fashioned cars there, the ones that used to be cheap to run, and you know when you put your key into the ignition, and you have them on a key ring with extra keys, the weight of the extra keys damages the lead. How it does that, I don't know. But that's the theory anyway. I changed the lead, fan worked. That was that problem solved. So this alarm coming up in my car now. I'm on this way, look, it's getting wet. This alarm comes from a wee bridge over here. There's a separate island. I don't know, Skilling's full of islands. The wee light to come up in my car now, it led to me that there's power being lost somewhere in the car. Whenever the car is turned off, there's power leaking somewhere. Because I'm driving the car every day, that's why the battery's never flat. But stop start shouldn't be working. Like, not good weather, there's 5 or 6 weeks of sunshine. Stop start wasn't coming on. So the battery wasn't in tip-top condition. And that led me then to saying that, come on this way, pet. I thought that when I wired up in the toolbar. This is the island here now. It's just a circle. We're here, we'll go around a circle. Come on this way, Luna. She's coming, she's coming. Don't think of any rabbits in that. Where was I? Alright. So I thought, well, I wired up my toolbar myself and I changed it. I don't know about that. People don't understand. I don't understand what I was doing at the time, but it worked. I had no lights in my caravan, indicators, brake lights, all that. I took the power off the grey cable, the grey socket for the caravan. Did a wee bypass operation. And that way then, if the car was to break down in the middle of the night and my lights all went out, the caravan always still stay lit up. But dawned on me then, that wee box is probably using power 24 hours a day. So I thought, well, I'll tell you what, I'll pull the fuse out. You have to rule these things out, rule them in. And that was alright for a week, no light came on. Next thing I'm going to work one morning, took the ignition out of the car and the fan wouldn't turn off. Wee LCD display, turned it down to 0, fan was blowing away like anything. Fuck this, like. So what I could do was to open the bonnet and pull the battery lead off, turn off the power. Went on to work. This is all changed here. Hey, nice wee view there, you know, boys. So this is what was here. There was a wee bit of a waterfall here at one time. There's no waterfall there now. You see the lakes. I don't know why I'm meant to say they lowered the level of the lake, and I'm going with this here. They must have higher the level of the lake because there's no thing here. Let's see what does it say? Cement. Dam construction. There must be a dam near here. You know. Watch the momentum of the river as it flows out towards the Atlantic. Is this saying the right place, is it? We're in Belleek, so we are. We're at the very end. There's the hydro power station down there. Oh, we're still right, but after the end. There's another lake between Belleek and the end. We're here. What's a wee dam there somewhere? Watch the momentum of the river as it flows out towards the Atlantic Ocean via the Southern Falls. But like asshole, isn't it? Like, but it's not asshole. No, it's not. As Arrow Falls were situated on the Erne River, 1 mile from Ballyshannon, and were celebrated both for an abundance of salmon and considerable natural beauty. The falls were flooded with the construction of the two hydroelectric power stations at Belleek and Ballyshannon. Never knew they had a hydroelectric power station at Belleek. So they're catching a wee bit of power here before the ones in the public get it. I've been around this wee end a couple of times, but they didn't have all this here. The power station that we all see at Ballyshannon is now years later a listed building. It's really ugly looking, but so does. But where's the wee hydroelectric thing here? So I want a wee story now, don't I? That's a nice wee spot now. So that's the marina. Anybody coming to the marina will have the car parked, they come in that way there. You know what? See if you stick your motorhome on a boat, you could camp on there at night, no problem. Get one of them wee raft things. No problem getting there in the camper van. So I took that out the night, and the next thing in, the fan comes on. The fan was blown away at work, pulled off the lead. Came back out of work, put the lead back on, it's going. But see, that messes up your computer. My computer's messed up anyway. That's why you hear my alarm going off every time I lock the car. So that's not, I'm used to that. So I just pulled the lead off. But then, got home then, fan's going away. I go into the house to get the Wi-Fi and check the internet again. And that's when the resistor thing comes up. And I go back out the car, the fan has stopped. Whenever you leave the car self-locks itself. That's the wee shortcut there. The fan will self-lock itself after you leave the car about 3 minutes. About 5 minutes after that, the fan turned off. It's great there, I thought. So they must auto shut down. And I knew the car shuts down to save power. Normally if I had played the radio for half an hour, the car shut down to save power. It's a bit annoying at times, but it does it. So I go to work the next day. I ignore the fan, going into work, came back out. It was grand, fan was off, car started. Went home, ignored the fan, went in the house. Grand, shut down, everything's going well. Go to work the next day. The fan's going to work, come out, battery flat. Battery flat. It wouldn't even, nothing would work. Nothing, not even the lights would light, nothing would work. I got one of them wee self-starter packs because I like to be prepared. It's lying in the shelf for 12 years, just fully charged it up. Took it out, useless. And only for another mechanic up there who has a van, and he does put a white cap in the van. He bikes, see the size of jumper leads you have, boys. Proper big jumper leads. No. And he gave me a jump start, no problem. But I just hope now I haven't damaged my battery. Like I always like to see me. When I replace something, I always put good stuff on. That's a nice gel battery now I have in that car. So I don't wait that car doesn't start. If a battery, the stop-start wasn't coming on, that's when I changed the battery. There's nothing wrong with the old battery, it still works yet, like, but I like things working properly. I don't like spending money for something I don't know. I don't like spending money for information, but I don't mind buying a quality part once I know the information. There's a wee cat up there in that lane, sitting spotted. So at this time I'd already ordered the new part. I seen the boy on Amazon replacing this resistor. So the car same as mine, showed me where it was, and ordered this part on Amazon, £20. There's two parts, one's 20 and one's 40. So I ordered the part on Amazon, got Amazon Prime free for 30 days. They give me £10 free spending if I take it out. So how could I say no, like? And I've got another another £10 to spend, over £30. But that's some more offers, like that's for Amazon Day. We're near the end of this walk, I need to finish this story. And so I took the car apart, which is where he's lying in bits now. Wrong part. So I'm stuck with a fan still going off, wrong part. So I thought, well, I'll pull this part out anyway, I'll pull the wires out. So I pulled the wires out. It mightn't be able to work. I don't know if the car works. So I pulled, there's 3 wires in it. The £20 part had 1 wire. That would have been simple. But no, this one mine's got 3. So I pull out the 3 sets of wires. Fan goes off. There's all been now. My start stops working again. Battery's full. We'll see what happens this morning when I start up and move off. So the battery's full again now. And it's not draining no power. But I'm not screwing anything together. When I have to order this part from somebody else. The only problem I have with that car of mine is I have the space for an AdBlue tank in the boot. I've got a cap for an AdBlue tank, but I don't have an AdBlue tank. The car was released about 2 months before AdBlue became law. So he chatted about trying to save money in the factory, like. So any car after mine would be Blue HDA, is what it's called. So probably the engine's slightly different, don't know. And I've got the owner's manual there. It lists about 8 models of car. Mine's not in it. Mine's in an eHDA. Can I get anything with eHDA in it? Can't even fit much gearbox oil I have to need. When I change the gearbox oil. That's next week I'm changing the gearbox oil. I don't know what quantity it holds. Quite hard to get information on that car. Which is why when I go to get parts, it doesn't matter what parts I go to get. If there's a choice of 3 or 4 different parts, I just can't go and get a part for the car. This resistor is used in Peugeots and everything else. This resistor is probably used in 50 different models. But why does mine have to have 2 different ones? I don't understand why they do it. Oh, what is it? It's very warm, so it needs a wee bit of cooling off. I was trying to get my breakfast too low. The car's going to be soaked. That's why I put on the blue blanket, tapping me duvet, keep it dry. Oh, she doesn't want the water now, she's changed her mind. So that's why my car's lying in bits. The one that got chipped well over a month ago. And I got 2 big bangs in this last year. I mean big bangs. No, I didn't see nothing. My window goes away back over the roof, like it goes back a bit, and I keep the sun visor down. I don't like the light. Dogs must be kept on leads at all times. See that, boys? I didn't notice that wee sign there last minute. So much council pet, I'll tell you. Getting as bad as to be honest with you. Well, we couldn't see it in the dark, could we? Like we came last night in the dark. I don't know, if you want a couple of goals, we're going to chuck that ball down now. I need to get my breakfast. So I noticed the crack then, as I was sorting out the rest then. I went into work one day, didn't notice the crack, came out of work, there's a crack. So you think things come in 3s, don't know what the 3rd thing's going to be. But we're still away this weekend anyway. How's it going? Going on and get my cup of tea and my breakfast. Well, I want to get my cup of tea and breakfast. You can hold on to that. It's very stormy, but it's very warm. So if you're coming here on a boat, so the shower's probably not open at 9 o'clock, or the toilet's not open at 9 o'clock. But there's a white smell here. I don't think it's storage, there's a bag lying there unless somebody's dumped something in that bag. That's one of them chemical disposals. Maybe it is, plus with something in that bag, I wonder if it would be fish or something like that. I don't smell right with COVID like. Luna was down there all last night. Just look, there's no drinking water here. There's the pump out, is it? The sewage, that green pipe. There's a tap there and that green thing. What is that, drinking water? I need to find out. We'll find out. There's a blue pipe, water pipe right there. Drinking water pipe. Because people might want to come here in a boat as well. You don't know who's watching my YouTube videos. We don't know. We're not going down to the boats we're up for thieving or something. We'll go out and check this wee thing here. This might take a wee token here, you know. And get there at the hookup. A wee card. I have one of them cards in the car. Emergency stop. Pump running. So that there's just that's pumping out the sewage. I imagine that there's it wouldn't be drinking water. Could be drinking water here somewhere in it. There's another wee tap down there. It's always handy to know where it's drinking water. Ah, there's a wee tap there, there's drinking water there. See, I always think, you know these people who come, you know these people who come on boats and all the rest. Anytime you get an outdoor tap, always run first. There will be spiders and things up in there. You're sitting on a boat now, look at your view. You're going to look at one's car camp and stuff, aren't you? While I'm on the car looking out, I've got a better view. There's a council coming now. Luna, you may go on the lead now. Councillors are coming. Councillors are coming, Luna. Them boys think I've got money now. Look at that boy there, he owns the boat. Hold on, Luna. That's a good. Luna, we'll put you on the lead, boy. Luna. That's a good. Pretty clean here. You go down a skill and they have rubbish bins and all for boats. Don't see no. You have your own wee bins here, but there's no wheelie bins. And on a skill they got wheelie bins for boat rubbish, so you can get rid of all your rubbish. So that's us now. I want to go and get my breakfast. There's more members of the public arriving. Another wee pup. Is that cordless? Is that a cordless one? Two cordless ones, isn't it? How long do we see us? How long do we see? Right, go and play. We've been having a good time running after these two. Instead of running after these two, she's doing all the running. Them two's just watching. They're tired watching, isn't it? Tired watching it. They're tired watching you, Luna. You're them exhausted. You're them exhausted, so you have. I didn't notice she was running that fast.
I like to clean up, you see. So there's a brilliant wee dog, aren't you? Aren't you gorgeous? Eh?
You see, when I meet other dogs on leads, bud, sometimes you know wee ones, you don't know who's going to bark or what, like.
You know the wee tiny ones are the worst. You see the like of your dog and my dog's not a sound, does it?
And the same when you go to them dog parks. So you see the wee dog park, you're scared to put your dog in them. You need to be better off going to the big dog park. It's some wee crap of things in it, like.
That's brilliant, puppy wagon.
Wasn't even locked in it. Wasn't even locked. Up we go. Just for a minute, you don't have to worry about locking things up. See the hedgehog last night in the main street? Or wee cart. You want wee cart? So I'll get my breakfast and then I'll throw her bedding on the bit. So there you go. There's what a resistor looks like. Oh, I didn't say what a resistor does. Do you know what a resistor does? Not that I need it. Do you know your climate control? That sits in the air duct and your air blows past them fins and it detects the moisture and the heat and all that there, and that controls the speed of your fan. So whenever you put on your climate control on your wee computer and you say exactly what temperature you want, you find the fan doesn't blow fast. It doesn't blow any more than it has to blow. Battery plus, battery in. Doesn't know what the other one is. Oh no, there's plus and minus in all of them. So that one, the battery power goes in there. FB, whatever that is, and M, whatever that is. So maybe I could just pull the battery one out and left the other two in. So it's very simple to change. Where it is, it's awkward like. But apparently with most cars, it's finding where they are. They're not going to be anywhere handy. And I'm just wondering with that brand there, is that the original? I have this car for years, or was the original already changed out? Why is it not Citroen? I can actually buy that brand, it's £40 on the internet. But see that number along the bottom, I can't get that number along the bottom. And before I spend £40, I'd like to know it's definitely going to work in this car. I don't know if it's different types, I imagine they're all the same. Them fittings are probably all the same. So I get my cup of tea now, get the wee stove and all out, I get my breakfast, get a wee cup of tea and my cereals. Got a new battery charger for my GoPro. The other one's playing up. It's not as compact like, but I'll see if it works. I don't know if it's the batteries or the camera. I'm having problems getting the batteries charged. They're all original batteries. So we'll get the breakfast in it. There's a wee pop-up kettle here. Handy wee job, car camping. And I always find it handier to I evolve when I go along here. I put my drinking water into these wee bottles. That's a cup of tea's worth there. Instead of carrying a big bottle where you get soaked. My hand holding the GoPro and us together. Instead of holding a big bottle and getting soaked, I know that's a cup of tea there. No point in wasting gas. And you don't want any more heat in the car at this time of the year. So you don't want to boil any more water than you need. Always about dodgy connecting the gas in these things. Why don't we stoves? That wee stove there would be quicker in boiling the water than my caravan. Quicker would. Some power off them. I got a pair of cylinders there. 125 each. Bought 8 of them. Home bargain. I have a friend, he's a lorry driver there. And he said they're a bargain. So if he says they're a bargain and he's tight, it must be a bargain. These wee insulating cups are a brilliant job. I use plastic cups in the caravan, but I like to keep cups separate. They are I thought the steel would take all the heat out whenever you first put the water in. And I tried preheating one time, couldn't drink, it's too hot. But definitely a good wee job. So I have 2 of them. Can't mind what I paid for them. They wouldn't have been ultra cheap. But I just thought I wanted something different. Because when I wash stuff, when I go home that goes in the dishwasher. And because it's a different cup, I know to bring it back to the car. Then you go away, you have it. So I'm eating my shredded wheat now. I had that shredded wheat already in the car. As wee lid goes in that bowl. And that saves me a hassle of carrying I have another shredded wheat for tomorrow and another bowl with a wee lid on it. So it's all prepared before I come. Saves space. She's having a wee rest now. And we're going to Rossnowlagh after this. We did a wee walk last night of the village itself. We've seen the hedgehog. But I'm not bothered doing it this morning again. We go down now, get a parking spot in Rossnowlagh.
4 points clear at the top of the SSC.
Yeah, the stop service lights coming on there. 19 degrees. It's 8 minutes past 8 in the morning. It's already 19 degrees. Like. Weather warning for strong winds up to 10 o'clock somewhere in the Republic and the rest of Ireland. It's coming on up north for I think 2 o'clock or something. We throw it out there. It's too hot. We need to get going. Boy, opening the toilets up there, boys. Right there. Toilets open at 8 o'clock. This is the toilets. Hot water. Showers. The man had the shower. The cleaner's just been here. He had the shower going. Don't know if I'm warm or cold. I've turned itself off. Hot shit. Scalding. Pull them down. So it's an electric shower. So you switch it off, it's on a timer. It's cooler now, had this more water come through again. Yeah, it's heating up now. I say the shower must run definitely about 5 minutes. It was going when I came out, that's had a pool and everything next door. So it's a pretty hot shower. Them toilets, that's my first time back here since COVID. They only had the disabled toilet open during COVID. And the time before that, that shower wasn't working. All the other showers around Fermanagh, you'd have 2 or 3 showers. Minimum of 2. So one of them was about 7 showers. All hot showers. That's the only one that's got a single toilet bowl, single shower. But it's not very busy here, is it? Like, I don't understand why it's the showers and all. Fairness, the showers are meant for boys in the water, you know, jet skiers, all that kind of stuff. Now why not let camper vans come down here? The rain's going to come on now. The rain's going to come on.